This legislation is absolutely needed. It's needed for a number of reasons. That was the governor and the attorney general, but also the author has indicated. It's needed for California. This whole issue about gun safety is a complex one. And so when you talk about sensible gun legislation, this bill does just that, SB2. I'm proud to be a co-principal author of this particular piece of legislation because we want to close up every loophole that exists out there to making sure that we are safe, that we are progressive, but most of all, we're saving lives as it relates to that. And I believe SB2 gives us that sense of hope moving forward. When you heard the testimonies of people losing their lives, those are not made up stories. These are actual factual stories of people losing their lives. And one person indicated, well, California has too many laws on the books. Well, I would say, how many is too many? When we would have these shootings on a daily basis. And the reason why we don't is because we have these sensible gun piece of legislations in place. I, for one, will be making sure and that we hold people accountable by getting insurance as it relates to you purchase a gun, you have to liability insurance. And so we want to do this to making sure that people who are victimized by gun violence that lose lives, that there is some insurance that will at least make up the loss of income from individuals moving forward.
We do. We act. We push. We will not accept the unacceptable, and we will do everything in our power that's constitutionally compliant to protect the safety, health, and welfare of our children, of our families, of our communities throughout the state. That's what we're doing here today.
I will be signing this legislation. I don't think that, I know that. So you can ask me how, I just do. It's just going to happen because of the folks behind me.
My daughter, Lorna Clark, died in 1988 at age 19 after she was shot and killed by her boyfriend in Chico, California. She moved to Chico, but she never got to attend a single class. She never got to have a family. She never got to reach for her dreams. Her life was senselessly cut short by a gun. It's up to us to stand up to the gun industry that floods our communities with guns and puts their profits before our safety. We need to do everything we can to ensure that hidden weapons are kept out of sensitive places where guns don't belong.
I did everything to keep from breaking down because as a father whose son was shot twice in the back and fiance on April the 1st of 2020 in the midst of a pandemic, these things are absolutely real. We don't want to have people receive knocks at the door of law enforcement. That is my absolute fear, that people will receive knocks at the door saying that some son or daughter or father or aunt or uncle has lost their lives due to gun violence. We have countries who have no guns. Now, we have a Second Amendment, and I get that, and the time that it was done, but this is not that time. What transpired in Monterey Park and in Half Moon Bay and Oakland we just came into February and we've already had over 59 mass shootings in this country. Enough is enough.